This is my Glasstream 221cc that I bought just under a year ago, brand new from the factory. I saw it at a boat show, and those graphics are what made me choose this boat over other boats of similar size. And I admit it does have some nice features, like these pop-up cleats, but the boat is not well built at all. I would stay far, far away from anything Glasstream makes, because they are unwilling to even pick up a phone to talk to me about the issues this boat has. I have left at least 8 voicemails on all different extensions without a single return phone call. I have left emails through multiple emails, just like I did with the phone calls, and I've only received one email back, and all they do is tell me to contact the dealer I bought it from. But that dealer is unwilling or unable to fix the issues this boat has, even though it's got a full warranty on it, 10 years for the hull, and they don't do anything. Glasstream just tells me contact the dealer. That's all I can get out of them. Can't get anybody on the phone. So to start, I'll start with the graphics, since that's what drew me to this boat. These graphics are bleeding color. Right there you can see it going down, and it's all throughout on both sides. If we step up onto the boat, one of the most serious issues is this. Those are pieces from where they combined the deck to the bottom of the hull, and it is separating. Pieces are breaking off, and the deck is literally separating from the hull, but they won't do anything about it. You can see in here where it is separating and falling apart, and they won't do anything about it. All the way around. Who knows how bad it looks where I can't access. The only reason I know about this is because I can access it through here. Who knows what the rest looks like. Another issue with their build quality, or lack thereof, is not knowing what to do with simple electronics. So, the radio stopped playing music not long after I got it. All of these issues have been ongoing issues since the day I got it, almost a year ago. And one of the issues is they didn't use watertight connections. These may be heat shrink, I don't know, but even if they are, they did not attempt to heat shrink them. And because of that, corrosion got into them very quickly. And now all of the speakers are burned up. Every one of them, due to the high resistance, caused excess heat and caused all the speakers on the boat to burn up, and now it doesn't play any music. Again, another thing that they won't fix. It's got full electronic gauges on it, including the fuel gauge, which I'll get up and running for you. Right here, it shows percentage of fuel. And the problem with that is, it is not calibrated at all. So one time, I was off the beach trolling, and it said I had 40-something% fuel. Then all of a sudden, it dropped down to 5% in a matter of seconds. So I started pulling lines in to try and get back to the fuel dock, because I didn't know how much was in it at that point. And then the boat cut off before I even got the lines in. And because of that, the current pulled it towards the waves, and the anchor couldn't hold the boat. Because that gauge is highly inaccurate. That's one thing. It's been to the dealer for 3 times, and it is still not right. So I have learned my lesson and fill up the boat each time I take it out. Completely fill it up, not depend on the gauge at all. Give me one. The water temperature on that same gauge is supposed to report the engine temperature, and it reads negative 40 degrees because they don't know how to hook it up again. And I suspect that's why the original motor blew up at 26 hours. 26. It threw a rod through the crankcase, and luckily Mercury stood behind their product and warranted the engine. But it still says negative 40 degrees when the dealer says they have fixed it. Obviously they have not, because they don't know what they're doing. And for anybody wondering, there's the dealer. This boat has been nothing but a headache. That light right there on the T-top hasn't worked since day one. Dealer says they replaced it. They lie. They didn't replace that light. Still doesn't work. The water and fuel alarm that's built into the gauge constantly goes off every 5 to 10 minutes. It is like a siren going off. Anybody that's been on the boat that doesn't know what it is, think something serious is about to happen and we're about to be in big trouble. Again, they fail to fix that, just like everything else that they fail to fix. There are other issues, more minor issues, but those are the big issues. And if you want a boat that is actually worth your money and that's going to stay together and somebody that's going to stand behind their product, I would not buy Glasstream. The worst money I have ever spent on a boat, by far. By far. If you have any questions about anything else, don't hesitate to comment or send me a message, and I will answer them as I am able to. But the main point is, don't buy a Glasstream powerboat unless you want to be stranded offshore and or you want your boat hull coming apart on you in well under a year. Something you can't fix that's supposed to be under warranty. Something that's gonna mess up worse and end up sinking the boat in reality once it gets to a certain point, because it's just gonna fall apart into pieces. Don't buy Glasstream.